Okay, so let's start. Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Rita. I'm the partner and head of operations of AWEK, representing AWEK today. So you can see AWEK here. AWEK represents Absolute Women Empowerment, and K stands for KL. So AWEK actually is a colloquial Malay word that represents the female tribe in Malaysia. So sometimes people say, oh, there's an awek. Awek is like a lady or a girl. So, but in a deeper context, awek it represents woman empowerment. I think it's a very broad subject, and there's so many things to talk about woman empowerment. So today we have a very special lady, someone who we all love to meet and greet and get insights into, your area of expertise and maybe inspire everyone, including us at our and every woman or man out there on how you carry yourself, your business, and what you do, and basically your personal and your professional life. So we would just like to extend that warm welcome to you, Simar. Hi, Simar. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. Thank you
Okay.
so much for that warm welcome.
We are so happy to and very honored to have you chatting with us here today. And I hope all of us can learn a lot from you, right? So, guys, just to introduce a bit, that Simar actually is the co-founder of the lifestyle brand Glamour and Purpose, and she's a NASM certified PT, a sports nutritionist, a cosmetologist, a business mentor, international public speaker. So you name it, right? And personally, I feel amazed by your credentials, the success that you have built for yourself on a personal and professional level. So, and I'm sure many, women and men out there are very intrigued to know, how you handle your, basically your daily life. How is it in the life of Simar? And so, without further ado, I would like to, invite Simar. Maybe you want to tell us a bit about yourself and what you do right now.
Awesome, thank you. So I am originally from India, and I moved to New Zealand in 2007, and I'm a New Zealand resident. A few years back, I used to be an early childhood teacher in New Zealand. I used to teach 4-year-olds, so that's another passion of mine.
Right.
And at some point, I just really felt like because of the health challenges that I was having, and also I feel like health and wellness has always been a big passion of mine. So even as a kid, I was a gymnast. I used to love the health and wellness side of things. And yeah, so a couple of years ago, me and my sister Deep, we are both the co-founders of Glamour and Purpose. We had started to shift our career into the health and wellness industry. And at that point, some of the health challenges that we were dealing with, not just health challenges, also I feel like a lot of women, us included, deal with anxiety and stress and things like that, right? And so a couple of years back, we decided to launch our brand Glamour and Purpose to really educate and inspire women about health and how to enhance their lifestyle. So what we like to do is we love to give them practical tools to really enjoy great health, gorgeous skin, lose weight if that's what they want to do, and essentially just create the life of their dreams. And then another thing that we really love to do is we do business mentoring. So we do that for health and wellness practitioners and influencers. And we actually help them to take their passion for health and wellness and grow an online business around those passions.
Wow, sounds amazing. It it really lives up to its name of being glamorous and also having a purpose. So yeah, I think it's amazing that you do, because I believe women in general, they have a lot of issues, both especially in the wellness area, be it your physical, mental, your emotional, your spiritual, you name it. There are a lot of facets towards, in the wellness area. So how do you actually, how do you go in depth and, identify how to assist women who has this kind of, all these issues in the wellness area?
Yeah, I mean, the beginning is to really educate women, right? Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, I felt that back in the day when I was dealing with all these health challenges, it was more because I didn't understand my body. I didn't understand how to take good care of myself. So the starting point is really educating. So we have actually programs for that, where we take women on a whole, like a month-long journey, where we would actually teach them how to take good care of their body, how to take good care of their mind, self-care, their spirit. Like, we are a three-part holistic being. So it's really important to bring all of the three aspects of it,
Right.
because essentially, like, if at any point you are dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety, then your health will be impacted, right? And at the same time, if you don't understand the healthy eating practices, like how to just simple, our whole thing is simple, like keep it simple. There are so many diets out there, like there's keto
True,
diet, this
true.
diet, that diet, right?
Yeah.
Online, and people just look at those diets and they're like, oh, I should just try it out, I'll just experiment on myself.
Right.
And that's not a good idea,
Yeah.
because experimenting on your body, especially for women, right? Our hormones are so sensitive. So if we experiment some random diet that could impact our hormones, that could essentially have long-term risk, for your hormone health, for your thyroid health. So it's really important to get grounded in the healthy eating practices. What does it look like to eat healthy? And especially for a lot of women, the main concern is weight. They want to lose weight, or they don't want to put on weight. So they're constantly looking for hacks and ideas online around that, right? So we don't teach women to diet. Dieting is not like, we won't tell someone that, oh, you should only eat this kind of food. I'm a big believer that we have our ancestral eating, right? We have our traditional foods. And in my experience, it actually works better when you're eating your traditional foods rather than trying to do something drastic and crazy. Firstly, it could be risky for your health and your hormones. Secondly, it won't last.
Yep.
You might try it for a bit and you'll get bored and you'll be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
That's so true. I can really relate to that. Because I mean, I do see where glamour and purpose comes from. Firstly, is from your own personal experience, and when you went through that whole, um how do you say, that duration of getting to know yourself. And I believe when, when people approach you, ladies approach you, they feel, this is a person who is similar like me. I can talk to like a girlfriend, that she really understands me well. Because women has so many issues, guilty eating, and especially myself. I'm just speaking on behalf of myself right now. you know just like you said, diets, there are 1001 diets, and people just go for fat diets, like, oh, it's keto right now, so I'm just going keto. You know, that kind of thing, without even knowing about your own body, not listening to the needs of your own body. So, you know, okay, everyone's in the keto, and, you know, I'm just going to jump in the bandwagon and join. But just like you said, you know, it affects your health because you don't really know yourself well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what you guys are doing are really great, because it's not easy getting to know someone who wants to help you sincerely, and, you know, you have gone through what you have gone through on a personal level. Yeah, I think it's great, and everything starts from here, when it's here and it's also here. So, you know, us women, we are very inclined, emotionally inclined. You know, you feel sad, you eat. You're happy, you eat. And yeah, for myself, I always tell my family, you want to grill me in the gym, I'm fine. But when it comes to eating, I am a true Malaysian that I love food. So, you know, it's hard to balance that. But yeah, I think, you know, if like you guys, you give good advice. I mean, what is the number one, out of all the issues that they come to you, what is the number one issue that they always, you know, it's a similar issue that they always go to you besides eating?
I mean, I don't think I can choose one specific one, but I think there's a few issues that come up quite often. One of them would be emotional eating, like you said. You know, you're sad, you eat, you're happy, you eat. And especially stress eating is a big one. So there are so many women that are like, I can follow my plan. I can follow the whole thing that I decide, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to, do this diet or something. But then something stressful happens, or they are suddenly really worried about something. And it's just like into the pantry and eating biscuits for, salty foods or whatever it is that's your food. It just happens. It's like emotional eating is something that a lot, that's one of the things, because it takes mindfulness. I was in Indonesia, so I was actually based there, but then suddenly the visa policies changed, and I literally in one day we had to decide, okay, we need to like quickly leave the country today and like get out and do all that, right? So yeah, and then I had oh my god, it's not safe, you shouldn't be traveling right now. And I'm like, I can't do anything, visas have changed, and I have to leave. So it just created so much stress. I found that once I got home, I was like, for at least a week after that, I had so much this stress and anxiety because of that whole experience, that I just found myself like every other hour going into the fridge. And it was crazy because I am not the kind of mindful, but see, the the stress and worry, it can get the best of us. It's like you really, when that's happening, I think one of the biggest things to do is to bring compassion to yourself. We are so hard on ourselves. It's unbelievable. It's like, oh, you'll eat the thing, you'll be like, I am horrible. Like I shouldn't do that. There's something wrong with myself, right?
Right.
So it's like that happens when you do that, when you're going through that emotional eating or something like that. The first step is to bring compassion to yourself, that it's okay. You have been dealing with all this. You really have to give yourself that space. Kind of like, if there's another person who has been dealing with something and they're dealing with stressful situation or something, right? when you were dealing with them, you would be compassionate. You'd be like, it's okay, you know, you've been dealing with so much. So what if you ate a piece of cake? No big deal, right?
Oh my God, so me.
So you have to bring that compassion. And then the next step, like, because if you are making yourself wrong, if you are just beating yourself up about it, then that's just going to create more stress. So you have to bring compassion, forgiveness, right? Forgive yourself. It's okay. I did that. I forgive myself, right? To stop. So, you know, create the practice to stop. Like when you go to the fridge or you go to your pantry to take out something, like the eating stuff, right? Not your, even at your meal times, before you put anything in your mouth, just stop and give yourself like 30 seconds to just get present and like kind of like hold on to your stomach, or just put your hand on your tummy, or just become mindful of your tummy and just be like, am I hungry right now?
Right.
Right? So just asking yourself that. Am I hungry, or am I stressed about something? You'll find that just stopping for those few seconds will actually give you a breathing space, and it's going to heart rate, right? When your heart rate slows down, it actually allows you to calm yourself down, and it actually activates your thinking brain. So when you do that, it's especially emotional eating, right?